Hey everyone, so I am going to do a We Listen and We Don't Judge Gymnastics Mom edition. Just mind you that these are from social media. These are not my own, but I haven't seen anyone do any Gymnastics Mom versions. So I'm going to go ahead and read off the ones that I've seen on social media. So we listen and we don't judge. Competition season is the time that my girl gets her hair trimmed due to cutting the ends of her curls that are straight, so her curls have no straight ends. We listen and we don't judge. The judges could care less about all the extras some folks do. Just go out there and hit it. We listen and we don't judge. There's always a cliche mom group that never makes you feel like you belong. To piggyback on that, someone said, mean girls never grow up, I guess. Some of these moms be acting like they're still in high school. We listen and we don't judge. It is a fact that there is not coffee in my coffee cup at competitions. We listen and we don't judge. When my girls are complaining of their hair hurting, I loosen it for them by doing absolutely nothing. By touching in different spots, it always magically fixes the problem. We listen and we don't judge. Sometimes I don't tell my family and friends when the meets are because they stress me out more than the meet itself, and I want to watch my daughter in peace. They find out after that she had a meet that weekend, and I'd be like, I swore I mentioned it to you a couple of times. We listen and we don't judge. I secretly want my daughter to quit. I am exhausted. We listen and we don't judge. This is a long one. I had a family come to one, but never again. My dad kept going on and on about how it wasn't fair that the compulsory judges had to listen to the same music and judge the same routine the entire session. He went on and trying to make the point that the girls who went first were at a disadvantage because the judge was fresh, while the girls at the end probably had more lenient scoring because the judges were tired. He also complained that he couldn't figure out where his granddaughter was because they all looked the same. That was his last meet. We listen and we don't judge. When my daughter was younger, we barely washed her competition Leo, and when we did, we machine washed it and put it in the dryer. We listen and we don't judge. These competition leotards and competition fees and pictures, tuition, it's all outrageous. We listen and we don't judge. I scroll on my phone during warm-ups at meets. It stresses me out when she falls, and she will look over at me upset, so I just stopped watching. We listen and we don't judge. I have never washed my daughter's sweatbands from her grips. We listen and we don't judge. This one's similar to another one. I'm the mom that brings wine in her water bottle, even at a morning meet. We listen and we don't judge. This one's kind of long. I constantly tried to correct my daughter during practices. I also tried to make her do warm-ups and conditioning in front of the coach because she likes to goof off. I often have to fight the urge to walk in and make sure she is doing what she is supposed to be doing. Sometimes I feel like my money is going to waste because my girl doesn't take anything seriously. We listen and we don't judge. When it comes to beam, I can't watch for both of our sakes. So I give my phone to a stranger, ask them to secretly record my daughter, but act like they're on a FaceTime call so it's not obvious they're recording her, just so I can see how it went. And I stay out of sight where my kid can't see me, like hide behind a pillar. We listen and we don't judge. I invite my parents to out-of-town meets in hopes they will get a hotel and we can stay with them instead of booking one ourselves. We listen and we don't judge. Our gym can't get quality coaching staff for the last 3 years, and all of our girls' performances are suffering. We listen and we don't judge. My daughter has asked me to not tell her dad's family when her comps are because she hates them being there and watching, and I'd rather not deal with them either, so I don't. We listen and we don't judge. I love when we compete against an old gym whose coaches abused my daughter so badly that she had to take a full year off to heal, and I see their gymnasts fall or cry because they lost. We listen and we don't judge. I secretly love staying at my daughter's 4-hour practices because it's the only time I can get out of the house and can have an adult conversation. I can't drive, so I literally never leave my house otherwise. We listen and we don't judge. I secretly wish some of my daughter's teammates would get kicked off team or move back down a level. They are bullies who have had a ridiculous number of strikes with no consequences. Thank you all to the gymnastics moms who shared their "we listen and we don't judge." Hopefully it made a few of you smile.